If you clicked on this video, it's because you want to get better at running, and I'm going to give you 5 tips what you can apply immediately to your training and start seeing results. So let's get into it. Tip number 1, get the right running shoe for your foot. And I say your in capital letters because it's your foot, guys. Don't worry about what your brother, what your mom, what your next door neighbor, what so-and-so wears. It means nothing. The brands are legitimate. Hoka, Asics, Nike, Brooks, On, Mizuno, Ultra, Topo. All these brands are great. They've been around for a while. If they weren't great, they wouldn't be successful in making running and walking shoes. Trust me, I've been selling shoes for 12 years. The brands are legitimate at the store that I work at, and that's the reason why we sell them. Now, do we sell some shoes more than others? Yes, but everybody's foot is different. Everybody feels different in different shoes. Go to a running store. Make sure it's not a big box store where people don't know what they're doing and don't know anything about running shoes and how to fit you properly. Go to a running store, get your foot analyzed. It doesn't have to be on the machine necessarily. There's a gait analysis process to where you can do it visually, which is what we do at the store that I work at. Get your foot analyzed, make sure that the shoe fits correctly, it feels good, and that it's the type of shoe that you're wanting to do in your training. And that leads me into tip number 2, have a training plan. If you have a training plan of what you want to do and the time frame of when you want to do it, you're more likely going to be successful in achieving that goal. There's plenty of them out there in today's society and on the internet to where you can find something that applies to your schedule and to where you're at currently in your life. If you can't walk for a period of time without getting super tired, walk to where you can fully walk a period of time, like a mile or 2, or even shorter than that. You can do it for time. When you get comfortable with walking, then I implement some jogging into it, where you're walking and jogging, walking and jogging, walking and jogging. When you feel like you get to the point when you can just jog, then just jog. Don't worry about pace, don't worry about time, don't worry about distance. Just jog comfortably to where you feel like you can go from here to that tree without stopping. When you get comfortable with jogging, then speed it up a little bit to where you're actually running at a certain pace. But again, don't worry about pace. Do not worry about anything like that. You're just starting out. So when you get comfortable with running, then you can start implementing some speed work, some hills, some intervals, different things like that, to when you have what's called the pyramid effect. To when you're building a base, you're getting a little bit faster, and then you're starting to see the peak results at the end of it. But in the very beginning, start when you're comfortable at and do not worry about anything else. But find a right training plan for you that fits your schedule and that you can stick to, and that ultimately will help you achieve your goal. Number 3, hydration. Hydration is so important, guys. I cannot stress it enough. I worked with a bodybuilder, a semi-pro bodybuilder years ago, and she told me that 5% dehydration can affect your performance immensely. Like, it's not even, I don't even know the science behind that, but I remember her saying that to me, and I was like, damn, I need to make sure I'm drinking enough water. Now, you don't want to overdo it because there's things to where you can actually overhydrate and you're actually depleting yourself of the nutrients and stuff that's in your body. So you want to have, there's a fine line. You want to be careful with dehydration and then overhydration. Find electrolytes that aren't super sugary, that don't have a whole bunch of crap in them, processed sugars, stuff like that. You know, you don't have to overthink it. You don't have to overdo it, but just make sure that you are drinking enough water to where you feel good before your workout, during your workout, and especially after your workout. Which leads me into the next point. Number 4, recovery, stretching, icing, compression, Epsom salt baths. You want to do all that stuff after you work out. I do it as an elite athlete, as somebody who's been running for 17 years now. I still do it consistently. I still do all that stuff. You always want to be thinking about the next workout, meaning you want to be ready for it. Especially if you're starting out, you're going to be more sore, you're going to be more fatigued, you're going to be more tired than ever before, and you just want to get into that routine of when your body gets used to that feeling. Make sure that you're stretching properly before you're warming up, and then deeper stretching, the whole thing. You can do yoga, stuff like that. That's really good for you afterwards. So many elite athletes, so many endurance athletes don't do that stuff and have no idea how much better they would be or how much better they would feel if they did that stuff. So I can't stress it enough. Make sure you're recovering and resting properly, especially as you are starting out. And number 5, consistency. Consistency is the key with anything. If you don't remember anything else that I've said to you, consistency is the key. You don't want to just go out and run a 5K or go out and run 5 miles or go out and run as hard as you can and then you'll burn out or get injured or both But as I started to train more and train smarter and got wiser in all of it, I started to feel better. I started to see results. Now, it wasn't overnight. It wasn't in a month. It wasn't necessarily in a year. It's taken me years, guys. It's taken me years to get to this point to when I can go and do whatever, basically, training process or goal-wise. But you can too. You just got to start. That's the thing. Starting is the hardest part. Consistently doing it, that is a little bit easier. It's not the easiest thing, but if you consistently do it, eventually you will see results. And everybody's different. Everybody may see results differently. If you guys enjoy this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Please join the Towka tribe. Turn on the post notification bell so you stay up to date with all future videos. If you haven't seen the last video, go ahead and check that out. And I will see you guys on the other side.